What you were missing with the Knicks is somebody to say, you know what, I've been there, I've won championships, I've coached great players. Trust me, this is how it's done.
I've always looked at this team, because of Patrick Ewing and because of the kind of talent that they have, as a team that can be successful. And I think if the environment is created in which they have an opportunity to do that, then this team isn't very far away from getting to the top.
Our sort of culture mission statement was that we were going to be the hardest working, best conditioned, most professional, unselfish, toughest, nastiest, disliked team in the NBA. We didn't care about it. That was our identity, and that's who we were.
When I lose the sense of motivation and the sense of to prove something as a basketball player, it's time for me to move away from the game of basketball.
The expectations were pretty basic, and they were announced the night that the training camp was opening, when Pat Riley had a midnight practice. And they wanted to be the first team on and the last team off.
We knew that, it was our time, and we felt that it was our time.
Ewing able to spin his way. No question about the intent right there.
We felt very confident going into the playoffs.
We caught the Bulls, the world champion Bulls, in the second round.
Kukoc gets it and hits. It's all over. But the Bulls are very much alive.
That series was a nail-biter.
Hubert Davis from straight away, and he is fouled. And what a call made by Hugh Hollins with 2 1/10 seconds remaining.
Now, the Knicks should have won that series feeling pretty confident. No, Jordan, we got this, but it wasn't.
Game 7 is typical Knicks Bulls, back and forth, and nobody has a worse first half than Patrick Ewing, who goes scoreless in what is merely the most important game of the Knicks season up to this point.
Crowd getting impatient with Patrick Ewing.
Well, Patrick goes in at halftime, and the second half belongs to Patrick Ewing.
Ewing going and Cartwright, it counts, and the foul. That is his first field goal. Ewing hits a three-pointer off glass. Patrick Ewing turning things around in the second half.
We finally was able to beat the great Chicago Bulls. We felt that we were ready for whatever was waiting for us.
But it will be the New York Knicks going up against the Indiana Pacers. In the Eastern Conference Final, the Knicks have defeated the Bulls.
Everybody likes to talk about the big rivalry with the Bulls, but I think in terms of two teams being so close together, of a real heated, hated rivalry, the Knicks and the Pacers may have been the best one.
Starks and Miller going at each other, and John Starks has been thrown out. Look at Ewing's reaction.
That was about as harrowing a series as you're ever going to be involved with.
The first 4 games, home court held. I thought Indiana actually played better than we did. We were very disappointed with how we played in Indiana.
Pacers by 6, and they have tied the series at 2.
In Game 5, the Knicks are up 12 going into the fourth quarter.
There's Miller, swings away, and hits. Reggie Miller is on fire. Open again. Look at this shot. And he hits it. It's a three-pointer for Reggie Miller. 25 on the fourth quarter, only 4 away from an NBA playoff record.
He hit us with an absolute avalanche that many thought had turned and finished the series.
A remarkable turnaround effort by the Pacers.
Game 7 at Garden was just crazy. I mean, crazy.
One of the most intense, raucous atmospheres that's ever been heard or seen at the Garden.
I have my game face on, just ready. I'm going into battle.
Ewing puts the move on Antonio Davis. Yes, and it counts.
It was like a 15-round heavyweight fight that came down to the end. They would make it run, we would make it run, we would go back and forth.
Ewing with a drop step, yes, and it counts.
We slowly crept back, and got ourselves to the point where we were back in the game.
Well, the Knicks, down by as many as 12 here in the third, have trimmed it to 2.
We take a shot from them, they take a shot from us.
Ewing, yes. Patrick Ewing from way out to give the Knicks an 89-86 lead. Here's Miller, yes. Reggie Miller cuts it to a 1-point Knick lead.
And then it was a one-possession game going down the stretch.
Knicks by 1, 40 seconds to go in the fourth. The winner goes to the NBA Finals. Beautiful pass. Ewing tried to block it, but Dale Davis put it down, and Indiana leads by 1, 90-89, 34, and 5/10 seconds to go in this fourth quarter.
You get an opportunity a few times in your life, really to make or miss, that's going to send you somewhere you've never been before. And when that time comes, you got to make the play.
Pacers by 1, 34 seconds left, and Charles Oakley will throw it in.
I remember Pat was running a lot of different plays, and I went over to him and said, Pat, forget all those plays you're running. I'm the one who's gonna get the blame if we lose or the praise if we win. So the buck got to stop here. So get me the ball and let me go ahead and do my job.
And the Pacers are expecting some kind of pick and roll play here between Starks and Ewing.
They jumped up to try to stop John from coming over the top of the pick and roll. He drove to the baseline, and I just rolled and followed him.
Ewing with the pick. Here's Starks.
And John dropped his shoulder going to his right, and he had a clear lane to the basket.
When I jumped and I tried to go up and couldn't get no higher, and I just kind of like wiggled the ball and tried to throw it off the backboard.
And once the ball went up, everybody stood up, with their mouth wide open.
Ewing with the pick. Here's Starks. John Starks with the ball. Ewing puts it down. And the Knicks by 1. 26 seconds to go.
And all I saw was these long arms, seemed like they came down from the sky, grabbed the ball.
I was able to come back and put it in, then everybody just jumped.
We're still only up 1. We got to go down and defend Reggie Miller in the clutch.
Indiana playing the clock. Here's Miller firing off the mark. As cut by the Pacers with 4 2/10 of a second remaining.
And I think that was our proudest moment, being able to go on to the next play and defend the next play so very well.
2 8/10 seconds to go. And here's Workman for the three-point shot. And that will do it. The New York Knicks headed to the NBA Finals to go up against the Houston Rockets.
For Patrick, what gets lost is what an unbelievable game he had. It really was one of the great clinching elimination games in Knick history and NBA playoff history. Not just because of the Knicks finally getting to the finals, but Patrick Ewing finally leading the team to the finals.